Hello, welcome to the forest. This reading is for anyone that was drawn in here to these beautiful fire energies. So basically, I'm going to give you a love reading since you have happened to wander in here and find me today. I'd be super happy to do that. I am so grateful that you found your way here. Readings are actually released almost daily, so if you'd like to find your way back, please subscribe and hit the bell button, and that way you can get notified when new readings are released. I was having the fairies do it, but they got super annoyed at me. So anyway, I'm going to be looking at where you are on your journey, and then also where you're going to be in love, and I'll also be looking at the energy around you in love too. I'm going to start off with an oracle card. These are I think it's Mystical Wisdom Oracle cards. They are super beautiful and bright and creative, and we'll see what they have to say about your love life. And then we'll also find out at the end of the reading what the energy around you in love will have. See how you guys sync up. And I do different oracle cards for each sign. I let my guides tell me which cards to use, so every sign might have different readings for every different thing. Alright, so what do we have today for Aries, who has come to the woods today for a love reading? Oh, my favorite to do. So far we have cheer up, live in the moment, and angel miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. Wow. So this message for you is all about hope. You have angels coming out and beautiful water fairies that are spinning out of the depths up to the surface in order to bring you hope, in order to bring you like a little bit of faith, a little bit of love here. They are definitely saying, have faith. And they don't even just want you to stop at like a little bit of a miracle. They're like, think big, dream big. Something is on the horizon for you. All right. And then later we will also see what the energy in love has. So I'm going to start off using the Good Tarot for you. Get that through focus. Where is Aries in love? We have the Moon and Fortune's Wheel. Let's see if we can get one more here. Oh dear. Come on, guys. Alright. We also have the Messenger of Water. Wow, these are so pretty. Anyway, this is like basically it just seems like there's a bit of change going on in your life, a bit of mystery, a bit of that moment of I feel this, but I don't quite see where this is going, and it might have you like feeling in that place of maybe where these energies are coming in, where they were saying cheer up, you know. Maybe you're kind of in that place of like, you know, just not being able to quite see ahead, even though you have these feelings, you know, which I could, you know, see as being maybe a little bit of a hard place to be. So let's see what we have for you in the future coming up here. Can you tell us the future here for Aries to help them on their way in love? We have the Nine of Earth, the Ten of Water, and the Ten of Earth. Wow, that is really cool. Sorry, I changed the lighting, so I'm not sure where the glares are. But anyway. I'm going to ask for a couple more cards here, but I mean, it looks like things are going to kind of stabilize here. They're going to kind of even out, but we'll see how we get there. Yeah, it looks like you're going to have like this little bit of impulsive energy coming in here, this little bit of like drive with this King of Fire and the Messenger of Air. I'll show you those two. You know, and I think it's really neat that those both came out together here, both of those court cards together, and the rest of them these amazing energies of growth, of something that you've put your time and energy and effort into, like paying off here and paying off for the long term. And part of that's because of this impulsive energy here that's kind of coming in, but it's not like an unbalanced energy. At least as far as where your heart is coming from, like this is something you feel very, very strongly about, to the point where you might possibly be considering, putting steps in your life here in order to keep things moving, in order to keep things good, and kind of going in the direction that you want here. With this messenger of air, I feel like that's that little bit of daring, that little bit of like, all right, well, I'm just gonna put my head down and do this thing. Like maybe you're, I want to say, maybe a little bit torn as far as your thoughts go, but at the same time, I want to say like you're focusing on this, like, and I don't know how to put this, except that how I see this is as like this energy of, I might not be able to see exactly where I'm going, but I'm just gonna kind of have to roll with this. Like, maybe I'm not always 100% sure where this is gonna end up, but I feel this, right? Because of this King of Air. And I feel like any doubts that you have, like you're kind of getting rid of them. That's kind of like what I'm trying to get at here with this messenger of air. It's it's a focus, it's focused because you have some doubts going on here with that moon card, because you're not 100% sure. But you are kind of just throwing that away. You're just like, all right, yeah, okay, like maybe I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to focus on this, get rid of those doubts and go for this. I'm going to focus these thoughts into something that's more straightforward, more like an arrow here, right, Aries? Perfect for that. Um, the whole, God aspect of that. That very strong energy, that very go get 'em energy. And I feel like you're open to like maybe communication here as well. But I feel like you're only going to communicate about this very one specific thing here that you have on your mind. Um, Oh my god, I don't know if you can hear that. My cat is snoring. Little Tabby in the woods here, taking a snooze. But anyway, let me clarify some of these energies for you. Because it does really look like things are stabilizing here, that things are evening out. Um, even if things are kind of like, I feel like things are moving in your favor for sure, but you are also embracing this as well. You're kind of like, you're in that King of Fire energy, that bossing up energy that, the King of Fire is about passion. He's about love. He's about the things that make your heart race, that you feel, from head to toe. um, and sometimes to the point where you don't really want to stop and maybe think about things too hard, because you just kind of want to go with this flow, with this feeling. And you have like these wonderful energies, this happiness, this like, this is my family, this is my home, this is where I belong, this is like me putting down roots and, um, I want to say like spreading, those leaves, or, you know, if this is, fireside, I was saying like building a campfire, like this fire is going, man. It's blazing. It's happy. But it's gonna be around for a while. It's that fire that'll burn for generations to come. But anyway, let me kind of clarify some of these for you, since we're in the moon right now. Is there anything you want to say about the moon? The Page of Coins and the Ace of Wands here. So no, also the Page of Earth and the Ace of Fire and the Moon. which can be, about our fears, about things that are hidden, about things that we wish were illuminated. Sometimes it's even like that monster under the bed feeling, like it sometimes feels bigger and scarier than what it really is, because everything is still the same in the light as it is in the dark, right? It's just darker. You just can't see. But that can be off-putting. And it's on these energies of I've put myself into this one step at a time here, and it's something that just sets my heart on fire, that I see all these fiery whirlwind possibilities with. But at the same time, I'm not really sure how much myself I want to put into this. How stable is this? How long is it going to be around for? Maybe is anything going to grow out of this out of this fire and passion? Interesting. Let's keep going. Because with this messenger of water, that's kind of you and that energy of love, of that I'm ready to give and receive, and maybe, but it's on that lighter, flirty side. It's not like I want to marry you. It's like I want to go on a date with you. Like I want to see where this leads. I feel this. And usually by that point, I would think that they probably feel something too. Is there anything you want to say about Fortune's Wheel? The Eight of Water. Ooh, nice. The Hermit. So in the energies, the major arcana energies around you in the world right now, they are coming up in the as the Fortune's Wheel here, as this force that kind of like keeps things moving, keeps things changing, kind of. It's just, it's life. It's those things that just happen. It's just, changes. It's also about balance and achieving harmony, and it's about these energies of leaving behind any doubts that you had and your feelings, and going within here in order to discover what you really want, what really makes you happy. It looks like you had something that made you really happy, that was really good, that was sustainable, that flowed, and you saw another adventure ahead of you and you decided to go that way. And you hoped and prayed that it would be worth it in the end. And I see this moon here in her hair, and it's only a crescent moon, so she really couldn't see very much. It would have been pretty dark. And it looks like you went right into hermit mode, which is kind of funny. Because when I think of hermits, I don't think of those sitting in the sunshine, even though I do that. But I think of those sometimes in these, like, which I also like, like these like dark secluded cabins, especially this one, with all these tree branches coming up around them and whatnot. Like, you definitely get this feeling of like, I'm gonna go out on my own. I'm gonna look within here. I'm going to sort out these feelings that I have. And I really like that. I feel like any time that you go within here, and you're kind of contemplating about what you've left up behind for what you're going towards, I feel like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom. And it's on this energy of change, of balance, of victory, of keeping things moving. And I really like that. Because I feel like maybe you need that change, maybe you need that moment, to kind of push things along here a little bit. But anyway, I'll keep going. I think that's really nice. Because it looks like if like the situation you're in, like I was saying, like in a low situation, um, you really were just kind of hoping and praying, you know, that whatever you were leaving behind there, you were going towards something different. And I feel like you were like really discovered a lot about yourself in the process, you know, because you have these feelings of love here, of wanting to go towards somebody, of wanting to go towards a new love. And then like all these like energies in the future coming up here of stability, of emotional fulfillment, and like stepping into your power here, you know, with all these energies of like, I'm just gonna go do the thing. Like honestly, the messenger of air with the king of fire, to me that does feel very Aries. It's that impulsive, you know, maybe even like speaking without thinking about what you're saying, but like just going for it, you know. um but anyway, let me clarify. Is there anything you want to say about these earth cards, like, because this looks really amazing? Like, do you want, it looks like they're just pretty much steady on their path here because you've put yourself into this. Like, it's something that you've been working on for a really long time here. It might even be that thing here, you know, with both of them praying, that you've been working on. Oh my god. You got the ton of water again, dude. With the chariot, which is like that same energy of like moving along and victory. So if you're wondering if there's happiness in your future, definitely 100% looks like there will be a forecast for some happiness. Along with this energy of things changing, of things moving. And I kind of feel like with the chariot as a major arcana, this is the universe giving you that drive and that ambition, saying, yes, take the reins and we will help you along the way. We will help propel you down this path that you want to go on, because it leads to your happiness. You know, here I'm clarifying all these cards about happiness. I'm like, it just gave you more happiness. It's like, yeah, go towards this. Like, if you've put your effort into this, like, they're saying do it. You know, get out of that hermit mode. You know, time to get shit moving a little bit here. Energetically, physically, maybe, you know, with these solid cards here, with these earth cards. But I really like that. You know, looks like maybe you found a good match here. We'll see. Let's look at the energy around you in love. I want to know. Tell me about the energy around Aries in love. The Ace of Water, the Two of Fire, and the Four of Water. Show you those. This is the Spirit Song deck, Spirit Song Animal deck, I don't know. Yeah, Four of Water, Two of Fire. Wait, is that fire? Yeah, okay. Ace of Water. They see this new possibility. I think that they're just wondering, maybe a little bit, if they can do this right now. Because it looks like they're kind of taking a pause here, kind of taking a break, but at the same time they feel these possibilities. Yeah, there's like this energy that's kind of coming around, that's kind of has them bouncing around, you know, with that kangaroo. Is kind of cool, kind of cute. I'll put these down here. Focus. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, it's just kind of this energy of like, I kind of need to wait and see for a minute. But they do feel this, so let me find out why. Why do they kind of have this, I need to balance, I need to sit, I need to wait, I need to whatever. Queen of Air. Ooh, that can be a little bit of a harsh energy sometimes. It can be a little bit of a, I want to say, very smart, very intuitive, very perceptive, very much about the truth, very logical. What else do we have? Temperance, waiting, harmony, balance. So me asking about why does this energy and love around you, why do they feel maybe a little bit out of balance? And they were like, they just have some like stuff that they have to deal with here. Um, with this energy of temperance coming in is literally like the universe coming in and kind of putting a pause on things kind of just saying, let's slow down, let's like get things to be balanced, get things to be harmonized. And I feel like with these two energies together, I feel like they were trying to bring some more logic into the mix, right? And maybe you're coming into it with this very fiery, passionate, emotional kind of place. Although we do have a lot of like groundedness here, a lot of like solidness as well. But I feel like they're coming into this, seeing this as like a lot of fire, as like this, like, oh geez, I might have to balance this a lot in my life here. But I just need to kind of come at this from a more, maybe like a I don't want to say that they seem closed off to you, but I want to say that they're not maybe gonna like always respond all the time, maybe, or they're gonna kind of try to keep things maybe on a level for a little bit, maybe not quite that in love moment, but that like, all right, like, yeah, like maybe let's be friends, or maybe not even that, but just that energy of, I'm not gonna let this passion overtake me. I'm gonna like look into things, I'm gonna be logical, I'm gonna be rational. I'm gonna kind of say what I need to say, and if I don't like maybe what's being said, I might not say anything back. But I feel like they're also trying to find the truth in this situation. Maybe even trying to see things a little bit differently here and there. Batu is echolocation. And to me, that speaks to their intuition, to wanting to feel things out when they can't see things. A lot like your, moon card there. And especially with this temperance card, with this energy around of needing to balance, of needing to kind of slow down here. So I'm not necessarily seeing anything like about you in this situation. I'm just seeing them kind of being like, all right, yeah, I feel this, but I'm gonna have to like be this queen of air. Like, right, you're the king of fire, and they're being the queen of air. um, with this energy of, I'm just kind of maybe. Maybe waiting for their feelings to kind of like match their thoughts here, right? Like, maybe not quite trusting their feelings 100%, maybe, um, with that kangaroo and that fire, with like how they're kind of like, feel like maybe I wonder if they, I'm gonna clarify that. What do you want to say about that too? Of, fire. We have the 10 of fire, the ace of feathers, or the ace of air, and the 8 of fire. Wow. So like definitely trying to find out how stable this is, trying to figure out how truthful the situation is, maybe how truthful you are, maybe even trying to find that truth within themselves, but they definitely see this as something that's very tempting. And I feel like they've definitely put in some work here. And I'm not surprised since you have all of these earth cards. But I feel like for them it might be getting a little bit hectic feeling. Um, see if I can get that to focus. Oh, and then it gets super dark. No, I'm so sorry if you're watching. Hopefully you're just listening to it. But anyway, so actually I haven't used this deck in a while. I was saying that crystals, these are earth, and I was saying fire. I don't know why. I guess I was like imagining these like fiery crystals in my head, and but either way, I mean, it's still like these energies of like balance here, um, within this stability, and that makes way more, I mean, it doesn't make way more sense, but it makes sense here, you know, especially since you have that as well, which is kind of cool. Let me show you. So I love that. So you guys both have this 10 of Earth, this feeling of home, this feeling of legacy, this feeling of this is where I belong, and this is what I love. And I feel like they are dedicated to this. They do want to move forward here, and I feel like it might, you know, be at that slow and steady pace, but they are trying to find out the truth about whether or not this is for real, about how solid it really is. You know, because you have these energies just around you as like part of your journey here, and they have these energies coming out as like, is this for real, or is like, is this balanced, is this not balanced, like not being quite sure about it, wanting to find out the truth about it. So it looks like they're kind of maybe looking into you a little bit here, Aries. Interesting. I guess, you know, but I mean, it looks really solid here. You know, they have the Ace of Water. Like they see this brand new beginning in love here. Like they feel this beginning in love, you know, and I feel like they just want things to be balanced. They just want things to be harmonious. And they want to know that things are going to be stable. But they are very logical. They are very, very smart, probably very intellectual, maybe. You know, so I think that's very smart of them, kind of, to like want to explore this more, especially if they have a lot going on and their feelings are kind of telling them that, you know, they need to kind of like check things out. Like, yeah, you know, by all means, right? I'm sure you won't mind. But anyway, let's see what they have for their oracle card. You had Cheer Up and Miracle. Let's see what they have. What energies are in the forest for the energy around Aries and love? Letting go. Oh wow, I love that. That one's about letting go of any doubts you have, about letting go of what was considered normal or conventional or your average day-to-day, the humdrum boring life, and going toward that call of adventure that comes out, along with animal bond. Wow, so the person in love around you that's coming through might, you know, be an animal lover. They might be that person who works with animals, maybe at a vet clinic or at a stable, or maybe they just have a lot of pets, maybe they just have a lot of feelings, or maybe they're just that kind of person who is more of that earthy energy, you know, like wants to go outside and go on an adventure, hang out with some animals or something. But yeah, the energies in the woods around them are saying like there are animals in their life that they really care a lot about, that that they might even need to like stand up for, or you know, might even be just that kind of like activist energy, or that person that, you know, always stands up for the smaller person, you know, or stands up for those other energies that can't for themselves. But I also like this with this like heart of like adventure of going towards that call of, you know, this like kind of like fun little city or castle that's in the distance. You know, there are all these auras, or not auras, auroras, sorry, in the background there. But I just feel like this is like their energies and love around them are just basically kind of like saying they have a really big heart, and maybe there's something in the past or something going on in their life here that's kind of making them feel a little bit stuck or a little bit not sure if they want to go forward. And their guides are coming out here to kind of say like it's all right to let go. It's okay to trust your intuition here. You know, trust in that big heart of yours. You know, and you had these energies of cheering up and angel of miracles. So perhaps even this was an energy from the past, you know, that is coming back, you know, for both of you. maybe you're kind of both coming back together here. Or maybe you've just been in like a low place and you've needed a miracle, you've needed something good to happen, and these energies are coming out to say, yes, like embrace this happiness, embrace this glow, you know, time to start dancing again. So, yeah, anyway, like in the woods, coming up out of the beautiful rivers, we have this water fairy saying, cheer up, Aries, live in the moment, you know, go towards the light here, or just dance, you know, dance in the stars, dance in the waves, you know, along with these angels flying out, you know, showering you with stars and flowers, saying, miracles are everywhere, just open your heart. You know, and then the energy and love around you coming in with this super big heart and this love for animals, you know, and this rainbowy colors and these energies of butterflies and following your heart and adventure. Well, anyway, I hope that you guys have a great couple of weeks, and I will talk to you later.